I'd like to say we're rocking and rolling with Jimmy, but you know what? Today, there's no wind. This is the perfect day if you're out on the lake and you don't have to worry about your graphs being up front, and you don't have to tighten them, and it doesn't matter what kind of mounts you have. But brother, this is the Tennessee River.
And it can get rough.
Yeah, and so you basically have two graphs up here. So tell us why you have two graphs and why the two different mounts.
You know, the last few years I've been running both two graphs on my front and my back. It makes a huge advantage when you're fishing offshore, when you're fishing any kind of offshore contours. You know, and the reason what I do is the biggest key is I keep two different mapping chips in there.
Okay.
You know, in one I've got a Lake Master, which for the Tennessee River is the best chip for about 80% of the time.
Okay.
About 20% of the time, the Navionics shows a little bit better.
Okay.
So, you know, to max where I've always got the best chip in there, I've got them both on the front and the back of my boat.
Okay.
So I'm gonna keep one full screen map, one split screen map between my sonar and the mapping. So that way, when I'm fishing a contour, fishing offshore, fishing, you know, at Pickwick or Gunnersville in the grass that's off the bank, I can see any little difference, you know, and I can find, you know, the sweet spots. It really helps you maximize your fishing out there.
Yep.
The thing about it is, you know, but you know, just like you said, the Tennessee River can get really rough. Same way when we go up north to the smallmouth lakes. So you want to have those graphs mounted on the best kind of mounts to protect them. What I like to do is this is a bridge mount. This is our Kong Wave Tamer bridge. You know, if the time, you know, in the spring, if I'm fishing really shallow, fishing the bank, and I don't need a second graph, then I'm gonna leave my Kong off and just have the bridge. It's in the center of the boat, and it's always gonna be out of the way. You know, when I add my second graph, I'm gonna use our Kong. This is our KVD Kong. It is the toughest mount on the market. You know, it's really heavy aluminum. I mean, it's a premium mount. You know, it's gonna protect your high-end electronics. You know, but I know when I stuff a wave, if I were to spear, you know, a wave on the roughest day out here, you know, it's not gonna hurt it. You know, well, I've got pictures of one of our pro staff guys in the FOW at Pickwick. He speared a wave in his, and he actually twisted the gimbal bracket on his graph, but the weight, you know, the Kong was fine. It protected the graph like it was supposed to. But this is the setup I like to use, and like I said, it's a huge advantage to running two graphs, so it really maximizes what you're looking at. But it helps me when I'm fishing offshore.